I am Saint Rawman. I am a self-identifying atheist, and I defined atheism as the lack of belief in any God. First, let me explain why I do not show my face and why I disguise my voice. It is for two reasons. One, to secure my anonymity, and two, to help ensure that those who disagree with me have only my arguments to contend with. This channel will be dedicated to picking apart the theist arguments, the apologist tactics, and so on. No, this is not a new concept for a YouTube channel, and I may in fact be repeating what others have already said. But the point is to add another voice of reason. While it would be a mistake to think that increased numbers equals increased validity, it would also be a mistake to ignore that more and more people are beginning to see the inherent flaws of religious thinking. Let's begin, shall we? I start with an easy target, I know, but no matter how easy or difficult the target may be, it is still important to shine a light on those expressing illogical, contradictory views, especially if they have a broad audience. I give you Venom Fang X.
I invited you to be my friend, and I'm still inviting you. I'm going to begin this video with yet another invitation to you to have a conversation, a friendly conversation, in the hope that you and I could become friends, or at least be friendly. You see, I've never seen you have a conversation with a Christian, and I think you've surrounded yourself with an audience and people who support your worldview and are part of your worldview, and that has prevented you from having any conversation at all with anyone who disagrees with you. And when you surround yourself with people like that, it becomes extremely difficult for anyone from the outside to reach in. And so what I really think is going on here is you don't like me. And you'll prove that by either accepting or denying my invitation to have a friendly conversation.
This is one of his most recent video uploads. In this video, he is talking to another YouTuber, an atheist named Jacqueline Glenn. He's talking about a response to a video, or some such shit. In this video, as you saw, he is inviting her to be his friend, and then proceeds to insult her, making the claim that she surrounds herself with atheists on the grounds that he has never seen her have a conversation with a Christian. He goes on to perpetuate the myth that atheism is a worldview. So, we've seen ad hominem. You never talk to people who disagree with you. Mind projection fallacy. I don't see you talking to Christians, so I think you don't, so you don't. Red herring. I wasn't attacking, I was trying to be your friend, so I'll keep saying that. False dichotomy. You hate me, and you'll prove me right or wrong by taking one of two actions, despite the number of reasons one might not want to engage in a live conversation. Atheism, as it has been said not only in this video, but countless times in the past, is not a worldview, but the simple lack of belief in a God. Christianity is a worldview because not only does it perpetuate belief in a God, but is accompanied by rules, laws, and so on to regulate everything from thought to action. Evolution and the Big Bang theories are science, not tenets of atheism. They are not things to be worshipped, but tools to be used to advance scientific knowledge. While most atheists, if not all, know that these theories are true and evidence-based, they too do not encompass the entirety of an atheist's view of the world. Not even the scientists whose profession it is to study these things, the biologist and the cosmologist, use these things to pass judgment on the rest of the world.
I never see a cordial discussion between large personalities here on YouTube who are on opposite ends of the
I may just be being nitpicky, but I am going to point it out anyway. This particular statement is a lie. He took part in a discussion with Thunderfoot before this video was uploaded. He promoted it with a video on his channel he uploaded a week before this one. While Thunderfoot uploaded the hour-and-a-half conversation on his channel 4 days after this video was uploaded, Venomfang X knew that the conversation had taken place because he was one half of it, and also knew that it was going to be uploaded to YouTube because he participated in its recording. And even if the conversation he had with Thunderfoot took place after he uploaded this video, he still knew it was going to take place, be recorded, and be uploaded because such an endeavor takes time to schedule, plan, and execute.
Jacqueline, one thing I'd appreciate is if you don't treat me like I'm stupid. I don't think you're stupid. I really don't. I think your audience might be stupid for believing a lot of the things you say, but I don't think you're stupid. I know that you know that I know that your video thumbnails have satirical shock value qualities. And so my thumbnail is of the same vein. It was meant to be a satire of your thumbnails.
Here he is responding to her, pointing out the hypocrisy of judging her thumbnails while he has an ad hominem displayed in picture form for his thumbnail on his video addressing her, showing her dressed in nothing but underwear, a Nazi hat and armband, a collar, and decked in tattoos. Insulting her audience by calling them stupid for believing what she believes is by default calling her stupid for believing what she believes. He uses the word says, but we know that she believes the things that she says. His explanation of why he created his thumbnail as he did seems to be valid if you examine his uploads page and see that he does not typically make thumbnails in this fashion. But if you look at her uploads page, neither does she. So his explanation should be followed with the question, what exactly were you trying to satirize? So we've seen some more fallacies. Arguing from incredulity. I don't think you're stupid, so don't think I'm stupid. And a bastardized, suppressed correlative. I don't think you're stupid. Your audience is stupid for believing the same things you believe, but you're not stupid for saying them. He goes on, disputing the claims made by Jacqueline Glenn. Some of the points he makes contain some validity, but also contain some fallacy in their presentation. I'll spare you from being exposed to them. But then he goes on to say this in response to her argument on why atheists cannot hate God because we do not believe in them.
It's true. You can't hate something that doesn't exist, which is why the amount of energy, that's really the key word here, the amount of energy that particular atheists put into the denial of God seems to suggest there's something else going on.
He goes on to compare disbelief in God with disbelief in Santa Claus, and how he has never made a video trying to convince people that Santa Claus does not exist. Let me explain the something else that's going on that seems to be escaping his attention. People believe in God, and they use that belief to affect how they treat others. And in some cases, that leads to the mistreatment of certain minority groups. This has been going on since the inception of religion. It is displayed within the Holy Bible that he holds so dear, and is commanded by the God contained therein. In the U.S., slavery was justified using the Bible and religion, and now it is being used to rob homosexuals of equality. It is also being used to attempt to retard human understanding of the natural world and universe by proactively displaying that ignorance and arrogance that he accuses Jacqueline Glenn of displaying in her understanding of what it means to be a Jew. They try to inject religion into public school curriculum and cry foul when it is prohibited. They play the victim when they are not allowed to create laws that infringe upon the rights of others. They seek to subvert the secularity created by the Founding Fathers in the founding legal documents of the U.S. This is what motivates some atheists to say the things they say. This is what motivates people to tell others that would use their God as a weapon against others, that there is no reason to believe that God even exists. I will spare my audience any more unneeded exposure to this particular individual within this video. Suffice it to say, he continues to display the same position, the same incredulity, and even more logical fallacies. In the end, he commits several of the appeals to emotion fallacies, moral high ground fallacy, and of course, the appeal to authority fallacy. What caught my interest as well is a comment he left on his own video, talking about what Hitler had to say about Christianity. While his comment is technically true, it implies a false image. In short, Hitler was a tyrannical man, willing to use whatever he could to gain and keep power. He started with appeals to and claims of Catholicism. Later, it was social Darwinism. It is the habit of invoking Hitler that caused the creation of the reductio ad Hitlerum fallacy, implying a person or argument to be like Hitler, to attempt to associate a person or argument to be something that is universally reviled. Thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and share. I do not have a set schedule for the uploading of my videos, but I will try to have something for my audience at least 2 or 3 times a month. This is really an introductory video to show what you can expect of my future content. Something to taste before indulging in the full meal, so to speak. The only difference I can say that will exist is I will address future videos in their entirety, which I did not do in this video. Again, thank you for watching.